Good evening. Hello, hello. Do some streaming here on a calm Wednesday night. I've got a little route picked out already with the new bonus field, which is Oakland, which I have not gotten to fly out of on the PilotEdge network before, so I figured that would be fun tonight. And then I was looking at the new feature of my flight route, the Storm Chaser, which if you haven't seen this yet, you should check it out. Lets you look for bad weather, essentially. And it pointed out to me that San Luis Obispo was not having the greatest night of weather, so overcast 1,200. So I think we'll go out there, shoot some approaches, and see how it goes. Yeah, I was watching AeroSim's stream earlier with that 707, the new quote-unquote 707. That's pretty interesting. So I haven't filed yet, but this is what I am thinking. We'll go out of Oakland on the Nuevo 8 departure, which will take us to Sapley, Eugen, and then Salinas. So that's Sapley, Eugen, Salinas here. Then Victor 35 down to Paso Robles. And then from there, we'll likely just go to the approach into San Luis Obispo. So a total of about just under 200 miles. Shouldn't take too long to do that. Yeah, the 707 it seems to have perhaps have some issues. So we are in the Eclipse 550 from Aerobask. I flew this already once on stream, and people got a chance to take a look at it. That's why I titled tonight's stream The Second Look, because we'll spend a little more time in it, but I really like this plane so far, and I'm definitely interested in spending some more time in it. So I'll get the ground panel up here. Close our door. We'll take our GPU, sure, why not? And get the batteries on. Yeah, it's I'll have to say it's quickly becoming a favorite of mine as well. I am pretty pleased with it thus far. Alright. Local weather at Oakland. Few clouds 2,000, broken 6,000, broken 13,000. Altimeter 2,991. So let's go 901. There we go. We have not filed yet, so let's go ahead and do that too. Oops. Alright, so we will go from Oakland to San Luis Obispo. Stuck with the host for 8 viewers. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Altitude, 17,000 is probably fine. Alternate, we will go down to Santa Barbara if necessary, and I'm guessing our flight en route time will be about an hour. We'll throw that up. Let's see what we get here. Alright, Oakland clearance is on 121.1. Check our map here and make sure we've done everything correct that we're supposed to do here. There we go. Yep, looks good. All right.
Air Mexico 619, contact departure.
On departure, Mexico 619.
Oh, yeah, equipment code is in, if you're on X-Plane, I'll show you. It is on the flight plan after your aircraft type. So you can see mine is EA50/Golf.
Air Mexico 619, Portland departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
Oakland delivery, good evening. Eclipse 7261, looking for clearance to San Luis Obispo. This thing could do 350 if you get it up high enough.
November 7261, Oakland clearance, good evening, clear to San Luis Airport, Nuevo 8 departure, Salinas transition, then is filed. Climb via SID, maintain 10,000 rather, squawk 7042.
Okay, we're cleared to San Luis Nuevo 8 departure, Salinas transition, we'll climb to 10,000 and squawk 7042 for Eclipse 7261.
Eclipse 7261, read back correct.
Sweet. Alright, let's go. Pop our code in 7042. Alright, initial climb is 10,000. And we got basically the exact route that we were cleared. No challenges there. So let's go take a look here. Kilo, this is X-Plane. And good to see you, by the way. Not said hello to my friend Sellouts as well. Good to see you. Alright, so let's take a look at this departure. Departure to the west. Oh, thanks for the follow, Kilo. We will, let's look at the description here. Yep, climb heading for radar vectors to Sausalito 168 radial. And then we also need to be tracking the Oakland VOR DME for this crossing restriction of at above 1400, at or below 2000. Sausalito VOR radial 168 to Sapley, and then Big Sur to Eugen, and then to Salinas. Easy enough. So, how do we want to do this? Probably put Oakland in nav 2 here. Let's com 2. That's actually a good question. Where is nav 2 on this thing? I assume it has one. Is it in here? Come freak, push nav. Ah, there we go. Okay.
Air Mexico 619, contact Seattle Center
116.8.
21.4.
Oakland. Swap that in. Sausalito 1162. Put that in. Okay. PFD.
Oakland ground, Southwest 572, terminal taxi with Echo.
Southwest 572, Oakland ground, runway 30, taxi via
I
uniform.
wanted to see if I could get it to tell me
30 via uniform.
the DME for nav 2 here. Let's take a look. Don't really know what I'm doing with this panel quite yet. So, that's not it. PFD. TCAS is on.
Air Mexico 619, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
I guess we can use this for now because we'll be on a assigned heading. So that'll be easy enough. And then we'll just switch this over to nav 1 when we're ready to intercept that radial. The radial will be 168. Okay. And we don't care about the radial off of Oakland, we just care about the DME. Let's see. That should do it for programming for right now. I'm planning to fly most of this slant alpha. We'll use the GPS if we need to get bailed out of a pickle. But that should do that. We can set our autopilot up, I suppose. Director on. Heading, we're not quite sure what we'll have yet, but I'll set it up for now. And then we're going to want to do a altitude climb at 170.
Denver ground, good evening. Delta
Perfect.
4614, information X-ray,
Let's get this
taxi
map
request runway
decluttered a
25.
little bit.
Delta
Okay, well, I have the
4614
same
Denver
gear.
ground,
That's
runway
cool.
25, taxi via Golf.
Runway 25
Alright,
via
map
Golf,
menu,
Delta 4614.
items. Let's turn fixes off. There we go. Much better.
Delta 1098, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain
Okay.
flight level 240.
Alright, let's pull up the ground. PilotEdge closes at 11 o'clock Pacific time. So we got plenty of time. So we are at Kaiser. Basically right in this area. Yeah, Jacob, you got plenty of time. Don't even stress it. We're likely to want to go off 28 right, which means our departure heading will be 278.
So Mexico
Let me try
619,
that in
head
there.
back Seattle Center 135.15.
Oops. 278. And the ground frequency 121.9. Why can't I hit 2? Oh, because that's the net radio. That would be why. Okay, we're on ground, and the tower is on 18.3.
New Mexico 619, Oakland Center, correction, Seattle Center, Roger, climb maintain flight level 310.
Okie doke. I think we are ready to roll. Our lights on. Gear down. Parking brake is set. We need some engines. What do you say? Pull the chucks. See the left engine starting there. Turn our cabin air to normal as well. Turn the interior lights.
Good evening, Oakland Tower, Southwest 57230,
Let's jump fly.
ready to go.
Turn engine
Southwest
2.
572, Oakland Tower, wind 180 at 15, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
30 clear for takeoff, Southwest 572.
All right.
Denver Tower, Delta 46.
Generators are on. We will remember to turn off the ground power this time. Unlike our last flight. Perfect.
Delta 4614, Denver Tower, wind 0.
My guess is we're going to drive right over there. But let's...
Thank you.
we'll
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25, Delta 4614.
we will confirm that. Welcome ground, good evening. Eclipse 7261's at Kaiser with the weather. Taxi for departure, IFR.
Eclipse 7261, Oakland ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Charlie Echo.
Charlie Echo to 28 right for 7261. Can't even talk. So, that's just straight ahead to the end. Easy enough.
Delta 1098, Comp Center 126.6.
Bring the flaps down to take off.
And 1098, 126.6.
Lord Janelf, hello, good evening to you.
Delta 1098, Seattle Center, Roger. Crest Olympia at maintain 1.
This plane is a little tricky to
and the
keep
Seattle
rolling
Center
without speeding it up.
967.
Alright, there we go. We got it.
Sorry, Delta 1098, correction to the instructions. Crest Olympia at
This is
maintain
Echo right
17,000.
here.
The
See what I mean?
altimeter is
Yeah, going a
967.
little quick there. Alright. Brake on. Let's take one more peek at this departure procedure. We have 28 right, heading 278. Radar vectors to Sausalito. 168. We will cross 4 DME at or above 1400, at or below 2000.
Order departure, South 517.
Alright. Flip this over and get our departure frequency, which is off. We were not given one, but there's one on the chart, so that works just fine. Okay, flaps are good, trim's good, lights are on, engines are fine, fuel's fine, transponder is on, autopilot is ready, departure procedure is briefed. Let's give this a shot. Oakland Tower, Eclipse 7261, short of 28 right at Echo, ready for departure.
Flip 7261, I'm sorry, I thought I corrected myself, gave you full length via Bravo. Are you able to accept 28 right at Echo?
Yeah, 28 right at Echo should be just fine for us.
Flip 7261, Oakland Tower, runway 28 right at Echo, cleared for takeoff, wind 180 at 15.
Okay, clear for takeoff, 28 right at Echo for 7261. Now this could be interesting because this is definitely not the longest runway to begin with, and we are using 2/3 of it, so
572 NorCal departure, you want?
could be a bit of a long roll here, but
Delta 4614, contact departure.
police in Germany. Wow, that's cool.
4614.
We're in Germany area. I was just there last year. Had a good time in Cologne and south of there on the Rhine. Right.
Delta 4614, Denver departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Hamburg, oh nice. Very good. Alright. Let's not blow up the engines, but we do want all the power we can get here. Maybe even fly it straight. Oh. Oh, we totally made it. Nice. Alright, wheels up. We are told to climb to 1400, between 1400 and 2000 on a heading of 278.
Flip 261, contact NorCal.
Over to departure 7261. NorCal departure, good evening, Eclipse 7261, airborne through 1000.
Flip 7261, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000.
17,000 for 7261. Alright, so that negates our need to follow that. Crossing restriction. Pull the flaps in and adjust our climb to 17. There we go. Very good. Now we're sitting on this heading for now. We can switch our HSI source back to nav1. And we're ready to intercept that radio when we are given that vector. Climbing at 170. Boop. Perfect timing to go through that layer. Oh well. CSFO over there. Kind of, well, good for a minute anyway. Yes, I like this plane a whole lot. I love the little touchscreen feature, for sure. I am a fan of that. This is X-Plane 11. This is my second flight in XP Lane 11, and so far I have to say I'm pretty pleased with it. I feel like I've gotten about 3 or 4 extra frames in most situations. So,
One left direct to Sapley intersection, resume the departure.
okay, direct left direct sapling and resume the departure for Eclipse 7261. All right. So we are going to turn left. So he gave us direct sapling, which technically I don't have programmed right now, but I can pull it up here real quick. We can throw it on there. Sapling.
Delta 1098, contact Seattle approach 125.6.
If I do a direct to right now, switch our HSI source to the GPS and put us on nav, that'll take us right there. And then after we get there, I'll go back to flying at slant alpha. Normally on that departure, you have to intercept that radial off of Sausalito. But he gave us a bit of a shortcut there, so. The Phenom 100, yes. Now, I have a video actually flying that plane on my YouTube, which I will take this opportunity to drop the link for. So if you go back a couple episodes, I've got about a 2-hour flight in that plane. I like it for what it is. That said, it is definitely a Garmin G1000 plane with all of the
Delta 4614, Denver Center, climb maintain level
deficiencies that brings with it. So you should know that going in. This plane pretty much destroys it in terms of capability, just because the GTN 750 implementation is much more sophisticated than what the Coronado has. That said, it is a different plane with different characteristics and different speeds and different capacities and everything else. So I don't regret buying it, and I like it, but I also haven't flown it since this thing came out. So that sort of gives you an idea. Alright, since we don't need our nav1, I'm going to go ahead and get it programmed here for Big Sur. Our next, here, I'll pull this up so you can see it.
Delta 1098, cross Arvada at maintain 13,000 at 2509.
Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, Big Sur, radial 309. So we're basically just turning on our way down here to Sapley, and then from Sapley we'll be going direct to Eugen, which is on the 309 radial out of Big Sur, 114.0, so we'll get that set up here, since we need it soon. And we can turn our second bearing off right now since we don't need it. Yeah, I think if you already own the 550 and you don't find the need for 2 aircraft of this kind of type, I think you're doing just fine. There's SFO. Mr. X SFO down there. Gorgeous piece of freeware scenery. Big fan of his work. Got a couple John Fly golf courses here. Any John Fly fans out there want to drop the emotes, feel free. Yeah, I'm using OBS. Yep. Oh, another golf course. Yeah. Oh, and another. John would be so happy. You can see 3 from one spot here. Alright, 12,000. Turn our landing and taxi lights off. Still climbing at 170, which is just fine. That's sort of an ideal climb profile for this plane, I found. No matter what altitude you're at, you can see the vertical speed is sort of descending here, and then it increases again. But right now we're also getting a nice 49 knot headwind, so. I'm a cutie pie forever. That's a great name. This one should be about an hour total. I don't have a direct ETA at the moment, since I'm not navigating with the GPS all the way there to get an ETA. But I'm gonna call it and say we'll be in the air for about an hour. I'll put that up as my estimate. We'll see how we do. SBA with the Twitch follow. Hello. Nice to see you on the stream. When are we gonna get you on one of these, my friend? Got the goons are watching tonight. I like it. Alright, so we should get... I guess we won't get a center handoff here because we're staying low enough. Since we're only going to 17,000. Just a little bit. SBA is just supporting this friend. I appreciate that, my friend. Actually, this is a good time to talk about that. Once we get leveled off here, I want to talk about that very topic.
Mexico 619, loud and clear.
He's a little bit quiet for me. I don't know about you. I'm going to turn up the radios a little bit. Okay. I was flying this plane the other day, offline, without streaming it. And I ran it straight out of gas, which was kind of fun. I happened to be over an airport that was long enough to accommodate it, so I just kind of circled and descended over it and landed it dead stick. But that was kind of fun. It was a nice challenge. It's not the greatest glider in the world, but I was able to get it down without too much trouble on a steepish approach. Alright, so we got 400 here. We'll level off and you'll see the speed come up. I'll pull the engines back a little bit at that point as well. There we go. Pull that out a little bit. Okay. So, now that we are up here and reasonably steady, I want to talk briefly about how things have been going, because the last couple days have been pretty cool, actually. Nicholas from xplane.org added a couple of my YouTube videos to the store pages for both this plane as well as the Coronado Phenom, the last stream that I did before the last one I did, so 2 streams ago. And that has actually had a really noticeable effect on driving people to YouTube. So I wanted to show you guys the stats. You can see I've made a whopping $3 off of YouTube ad revenue, so good thing I'm in it for the money. But this is the one that's the coolest for me, is watching the subscribers go way up. Views are up, watch time is up, so thank you all for that. If you are watching this on YouTube, or you are coming to the stream from finding me on YouTube in the last couple of days, welcome. I'm glad you are here, and I'm very appreciative. And I wanted to thank Nicholas for plugging the stream on the pages, because I suddenly started getting these YouTube subscriber notifications like multiple times per day, whereas usually on a typical day I might get one or not get one, and then they started coming multiple per day and per day and per day, and we've added almost 50 in the last month, which is a lot for this little stream that I've only really seriously been running for 2 or 3 months. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that I've been keeping an eye on is the Twitch follows. So this is the other stats that I'm paying attention to, and I had about 124 for a couple years because I had done a couple streams back in 2015. But this is how much the stream has grown since I sort of took off again. This little spike here was the 12-hour stream that I did back in mid-February. So again, thank you all so very much. We're almost to 400 already, which is pretty crazy considering it's only been 3 months. And the people I have to thank are the GSA team, especially John Fly and Cat Strader, who have both been very, very helpful with promoting the stream, dropping hosts, bringing people in, as well as all of you who are out there watching and chatting and saying hello. I appreciate that. very much. I am very gratified to see things going so well. They're going way better than I ever expected they would. I don't really do it for the numbers so much. That's not the reason, but at the same time, it is pretty cool to see it.
Southwest 572 Oakland clearance, clear to Las Vegas.
See it grow with that sort of magnitude.
Climb via Sid.
No, I don't stream daily. I don't even stream close to daily. So I stream like once a week, or once every other week sometimes. So that definitely is a factor.
Southwest 572 readback track.
That's why that graph that you saw, the Twitch follows, is so lumpy with like the shelves and stuff. Basically, every time I stream, it creates a new shelf. All right, so we are coming up on the end of our. We're coming up to Sapley here, so let's get on to heading mode. If I got rid of my kids, I could stream daily. That is true. You are not wrong about that. Interesting. We are not receiving Big Sur from where we are right now.
Delta 1098, have you slowed us on a
So,
4,000.
let's add a... let's do it using the GPS, since we're not receiving that VOR that we need. We'll go ahead and throw it back to nav. There we go. Yes, I have a job. I have 2 kids. I have a wife. I have a band that I'm in, and I've streamed band practice a couple times on here. So I have many other hobbies as well, but there are streamers out there who do stream daily, and they do quite well for it. So I'm sort of on the slow path.
Turn right, heading
The responsible middle-aged adult path towards Twitch superstardom. All right, so there's the turn to Eugen. Now, in the past, I've been able to get the DME up here on the other side of the PFD. So let me see if I can figure that out here real quick. PFD. I thought screen, maybe? No? It's not engine. Tools. Setup. Temperature. No, that's not it. Huh. Maybe I'm just thinking of this, but I thought there was a way to get the Nav1 DME, and the reason I care about that is that it would let me see if we suddenly start receiving that, the Big Sur VOR, without having to switch this around. But I guess that's not doable. Oh well. So what is it in screen mode? Yeah, I can flip the layout. I can put a map page up. I can hide the engines and not. Alright, so that doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't help me that much. Let's check this one. Can I do anything here? Oh, I can just put a display up. Okay. Set the time. Set a timer. Yeah. Okay.
Delta 98, turn right heading 130, intercept the 16 on our localizer.
Well, that's all fine. See the coast of California here. Zip along. I know everyone's been streaming this plane, so I could definitely understand if you're bored of watching people fly these Eclipses around, or maybe you also have been flying yourself.
Magnum, cross Magnum at
I could understand that, but it really is a great plane. So, all right, we are coming up on Eugen. Let's sync our heading bug again.
Eclipse 261, contact NorCal 121.3.
121.3, 7261. care of this frequency change, and then we'll go back to navigating. NorCal approach, good evening, Eclipse 7261, 17,000.
Eclipse 7261, NorCal approach, Monterey altimeter 29907.
29907, 7261. Alright. We are at Eugene, so we gotta go on to heading mode. We are. Great. Are we receiving Fixer yet? Nope. Sad. Alright, well, we'll go to Shui then. We'll keep using the GPS. Back to nav mode. $114.0, yeah. I don't know why I'm not receiving that. Oh well. Oh, we need to get it to... Yeah, activate this leg. We already passed Eugene. There we go. Alright, 22 miles to Shui. And I guess I'll just put Big Sur in there as well. My goal of flying this without using the GPS is not really coming to pass.
Delta 98 down tower 119.9.
So let's abandon that plan and load everything up. Oh, you know what? We are going the wrong way. We are totes going the wrong way.
Wind 260 at 3. Runway
We are supposed to be going from Eugene to Salinas, not Eugene to Big Sur. Alright, so let's move that. Move that. Oh, I guess we have to put a new waypoint in first. Okay, Salinas. Now we can remove that. There we go. Whoops. So, the pink line over here is where we're supposed to be. And NorCal 7261, we made a wrong turn back there, but we're getting the right way now. Always own up.
261, roger.
Always own up immediately. Alright, so now that we have repaired that mistake, let's get back on programming here. So Robles.
Eclipse 261 at 048 direct, Salinas approved.
Okay, we'll go direct Salinas, thanks. So that saves us from having to get back to the old course. Now we can just go from our present position straight to Salinas. For approach into San Luis, my guess is we're going to fly the ILS runway 11. The next fix after Paso Roble for that is Crepe. So put that on there. And we'll add KSBP for San Luis. There we go. Alright, so ET final from here is 33 minutes. So it says, but that doesn't count flying the approach. So I think my initial ETA of an hour or so was about right. Ocean out one side. I can't see too much, but you can see the coastline a little bit there. Yeah, ground speed of 270, so we're truing out about 267. This thing can get over 350. You remember we filed 350 as our true speed, but probably not at this altitude, so probably should have filed a little bit lower speed. That's all right. One thing that makes this plane not the greatest for streaming is it has a lot of very small numbers. So like I doubt you can see these when I'm zoomed all the way out like that. But that's okay. So yeah, 6.5 minutes to Salinas and a total of 31 minutes to the final, to the airport, but we'll slow down and we'll get vectored around and so on, so. Checking on the weather. Okay, so when we took off San Luis, had an overcast layer at 1200, And that's now an overcast at 3,800 and a scattered at 1,200 and 600. So weather's actually improving there, but that's all right. Should still be a ILS. It just won't be quite as low when we pop out. So that's fine. I wanted to mess around with some of the other things here.
98 cross runway 16 left on November, join Bravo to the ramp.
Wanted to see if there's a way to get
on the other
weather
side. Good night.
radar. Terrain radar. Maybe on the bigger one. No. Just showing me conditions. I can see traffic, and I can put the map up. But I have the map over here, so I don't really need that.
Delta 4614, descend to pilot.
Terrain, but of course there's
Level
none
240.
up this high, so. It's too bad there's not a weather radar. I feel like the real one probably has one. Oh. Nightmare, hello, good evening to you, sir. Good to see you. We are not flying your triggering aircraft tonight. We're flying the good one. I believe that is Mr. Doubleday you hear on the scope. Let me take a quick peek.
572 Oakland ground, runway 30, taxi via uniform whiskey.
But yeah, AJ's back with us as a controller now, so which I'm super happy about. AJ and I have known each other for a long time. Yes, indeed, that is Mr. Doubleday. And yeah, he's a pro. How you doing, Nightmare? How you been? Oh, hanging out with him this weekend. Yeah, that's right. He's in. He's up there with you at North Dakota. Not nearly as triggered. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, our friend Nightmare has, who's a good friend of the stream and is a regular viewer, has some strong feelings about the Coronado G1000 avionics. So when I flew the Phenom, you can see him in the chat just going off constantly. Good times, good times. Alright, so we're coming up on Salinas here in about 2.5 minutes. I guess I can zoom this out now. Nearly have your instrument. Very nice. Very, very nice. Are you getting actual time up there in North Dakota? Is it still bad weather, or are you doing hood work these days? One whole hour. 21 HUD. Yeah, you gotta come fly out here.
14 Roger, contact.
We have no
Denver,
shortage of
710.47.
actual for you to participate in. And yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. Not so late here, but NHL playoffs started tonight, which always makes me happy. Rangers won, beat the Canadiens, game 1. I'm still not convinced they're going to
4614 Denver,
win that
Roger.
series,
Send a pilot's
but
discretion,
so far so good.
10,000. Go ahead with your request.
Yeah, Blackhawks are playing... Are they playing St. Louis? No. St. Louis is playing Minnesota. Oh, Nashville. That's right. Oh, Iowa Flyers here. Good evening, Iowa Flyer. And everyone, say hi to Iowa Flyer in the chat. and congratulate him. I just asked him a couple days ago to become a mod on the stream, and so you could notice that nice little sword next to him, and this is, I think, his first time seeing that live, so congrats, Iowa. Thanks for taking up the mod sword. Another very regular fan of the
4614
friend of the stream.
Like the Iowa's 3-2 approach from Muddy. Alright, Delta 4614, expect Dallas 3-2.
I'm gonna turn him up just a little bit more. I don't know about you guys. Let me know if he gets too loud, but
Southwest 572, Oakland
could
Tower,
use-
wind 180 at 15, runway 30, cleared for
could
takeoff.
use more. Okay, that's a little much. Too much. Good to see Iowa. We are just about halfway on our little trip here down to San Luis Obispo. Blasted off out of Oakland, bonus field. No one else there except John Fly. We didn't really see him on the ground. I suppose I should have looked around a little more. That's alright. But now we are headed more inland. Basically direct Paso Roble. We're just getting a nice 70 knots across the nose, so that's why we're off angle just a little bit here. Almost done working. Yeah, it's late out there in the Midwest. It's 8 o'clock here, so it's not too late for me. But yeah, that's the problem with my my weekday streams, is I pretty much stream after dinner, after I get the kids set to bed. Oh, Symbol's here. Hello, Mr. Symbol. Always good to see you in the stream. Yeah, it took me, I left work at 4:30 today, which is a little earlier than I usually leave, but it took me almost an hour and a half to get home, as I suspected that it would, which is why I left a little bit early. So
Delta 4614, fighting 020.
Time I got
vectors
home,
Muddy intersection for the approach.
threw down some dinner. Got the kids tucked into bed. They're up there. I can hear them screwing around up there in bed. And got the stream going. Well, Symbol, I believe I've offered
Southwest
to
572, northbound departure,
recruit you
contact,
for my
runway
company
maintain
several
190.
times. So we're actually hiring a .NET person right now, so we should talk, my friend. We should talk. Silvus9, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, Kilo, you work for... Don't you work for... do you work for TD Garden? Or am I thinking of someone else? I might be thinking of someone else. No, you cannot leave in Phoenix. You have to come here to Portland, where it's much better than Phoenix. So I've only been to Phoenix a couple times, so I can't complain about it too much, but I used to work at Trader Joe's. That's cool. I like Trader Joe's. Been known to shop there many a time. Okay, I was thinking of somebody else. I think I know someone who works at TD Garden, the arena that the Bruins play at. Okay, so after Paso Robles, I basically have a program to direct Crepe. So I'll show you the chart that I'm looking at there. So Paso Robles is on our flight plan, and then I have it programmed for direct Crepe right now. My guess is before we get to Paso Robles, we'll talk to Santa Barbara
Air Mexico 619,
approach about our approach request, and I'm planning to fly this approach unless anyone feels strongly about wanting to see something else. The weather has improved enough that we could theoretically do
Eclipse
something else.
261, contact Oakland Center 128.7.
Center 128.7 for 7261. Local Center Eclipse 7261, 17,000.
Eclipse 7261, Oakland Center, roger. Southwest 572, contact Oakland Center 127.45. Southwest 572, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 330.
So this is our progress thus far out of Oakland. There's someone behind us here? No. Okay. They're going a slightly different way. Turned after Sapley, got to Eugene. Briefly went the wrong way, then changed mind. Got ourselves turned around. Yeah, Nightmare, come on up here anytime. Anytime you're in the Portland area, you let me know. We will eat well. I will not claim to know much in this world, but I know where to find good food in the city of Portland. That I will lay my reputation upon. Come here in the summer, though. Wait until like June. I find it funny because we have a lot of tech conferences in Portland and Seattle, for that matter, as well. Because both cities have a lot of tech companies
14 to set up pilot
and a lot of
maintain 5,000.
So they try to have conferences here, and they're always in like June or July, and everyone visits and like, oh my god, this city's amazing. It's so nice here because it's like sunny and 90 degrees. They don't have a conference in Portland in like November, or even better in February when it's rained nonstop for the last 4 months. I haven't seen the sun since August. Somehow nobody wants to do a conference here then. It's good for me though. I can recruit people. I can be like, hey, come live in Portland. It's nice here all the time. I fall for it. But yeah, I'll be down in LA in a couple weeks, taking the fam to Disneyland. So that'll be fun. Next month, wife and I are going to Vegas. And then in June, I'm crossing the country for Flight SimCon. So I'll be at Flight SimCon in Bradley Airport in Hartford. I don't know if we have someone in chat who's going to Flight SimCon, be sure and speak up. But I don't think any of the known people will be there, but I'll be there. Keith will be there. I think Marcus will be there. I'm not sure about that. But I know a lot of GSA streamers will be there as well, so should be a good time. I think I'm flying through Dallas on the way there, so not the worst itinerary in the world. I was trying really hard to avoid.
261, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain 900,000, possible rumbles, altimeter 29er, 9er, 9er.
29er, 9er, 9er, and pilot's discretion down to 9,000 for 7261. John will be there. You bet, buddy. You betcha. You bet he will. Right, 9,000. There is no VS button on this control panel, which I find curious, but you can program it this way. Autopilot, pitch. Yes. Yes, I said. There we go. Let's slow down a little bit so we don't speed our way down here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting John and meeting Kat and hanging out with everybody up there. Hanging out with Keith, who I have met once before. Only once. worked together with a guy for 5 years on PilotEdge.
4614, proceed direct.
Talked almost every
Muddy,
day.
Join the runway
Met him
32,
in,
final
met him in
approach course.
real life one time. I don't know. For some reason that amuses me. Easily amused. I wonder what this in-op button is supposed to be. Maybe that's the VS button. It seems odd that there's no... You can adjust the program vertical speed with
4614,
this
cross the muddy at or above 5,000.
knob.
I should say rather, maintain 5,000 until established on published portion of the approach. Cleared ILS runway 32 approach, and report established on the localizer inbound.
Drove to LA to fly to San Fran to split up and fly to Chicago. Yeah, I get to fly in and out of San Francisco quite a bit for work since our corporate HQ is there, and I tend to make it down there at least once every couple months. And I always fly Alaska because I have elite status on Alaska. And at San Francisco, Alaska uses the international terminal, which I have no idea why that is true, but it's pretty awesome to be able to walk through and see all the 777s and the 747s and a couple 380s usually, and all the international departures. And then I go down and get on my little, 737 up to Portland. So we should get handed. My guess is we'll get sent over to Santa Barbara approach here pretty soon, because we're descending out of what would normally be a center airspace here. So we'll either go to LA Center or we may go straight to Santa Barbara. So it looks like we'll have 9,000 right at Paso Robles. Actually, going to speed up our descent just a little bit.
Change to advisory frequency approved. Have a good night.
Keep an eye on this traffic here. It's significantly below us and just vanished. Never mind. Not much to keep an eye on there. Pull the engines back so we don't overspeed. On traffic here. I don't know what's going on down there. Planes coming and going way below us. It's weird. I guess we're entering the LA area, so there's drones traffic. Well, it's not odd that they're flying. It's odd that they're showing up as 4,000 feet below us, and then before I can even, say, oh, look, a plane, they descend to 6,000 below us and then vanish. It's weird. It's weird, and I'll stand by it. Yeah, see, look, 5,100 below us. This one's holding a little bit more. Try turning it off and back on again. Nope. Alright, now we're getting some tiles loading in, so the frame rate's jumping around, so that might have something to do with it, but... Can you see those planes? Our right side? Not really. Yeah.
Eclipse 261 contact. Santa Barbara approach 120.55. Good night.
Over to Santa Barbara is 120.55. We'll talk to you soon.
.70 radial. Right turns. Maintain 5,000. Expect for the clearance 0340. Time now 0320 and 3/4.
We'll let him read that back and then we'll check in.
Approaching altitude.
Santa Barbara approach, good evening. Eclipse 7261 is descending to 9,000 with the weather for San Luis, and we'd like to request ILS runway 11.
Eclipse 7261, Los Angeles, correction, Santa Barbara approach. Possible was altimeter, you said you had it, 2999er. And expect vectors ILS runway 11 approach.
Yeah, expect vectors, thanks. Alright, we're gonna level off here at 9,000.
Last con taken.
Give it a little more juice.
Bonanza
Gas is free.
57, correction, Bonanza 5973 uniform, so CAD departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 4,000, leaving 3,000, clear direct Oceanside.
We didn't file crepe, so I should just realize I should delete it from my plan.
Eclipse 7261, turn right heading 200, vector approach, descend and maintain 4,500.
4,500 and heading 200 vectors for the approach. Eclipse 7261.
Say again. Aircraft calling in, is say again.
Slow way up now. Alright, we are on a vector heading, which means we can get the
Air Ticket
approach.
3096 Bravo, Los Angeles Center, squawk 5134, item.
097.
MRIS
localizer.
Los Angeles Center.
Course is 110.
8.6. And what'll be your final cruise? Right 3096 Bravo, your radar contact 8 miles northeast of
I'm
Peach
going to put the tower
Springs,
frequency in
VOR.
here too, just for later.
And Kingman altimeter 2997.
And we'll set our altimeter to San Luis, so we don't have to do it later. 30. Whoop, actually, let me get fresh weather. Yeah, 3002.
Last transmission was for 5973, disregard.
Harry White.
Last transmission was for 3096 Bravo.
This plane is great for FSE, and there is an Eclipse 500 in the FSE database. So Not quite a 550, but the number of seats is the same.
MRISC, Los
And the
Angeles
performance
Center,
is roughly the
Palmer
same. The Eclipse
altimeter
550 is a little faster and a little
3003,
longer range,
and
but
say again
close enough.
your final. And the final cruise altitude.
So 1097 is programmed. Decision height
Magic.
will be 398. Should be
On
just fine.
MRISC, I just noticed in your remarks you were negative flight following. Did you want to cancel radar services, or do you want to maintain?
Yeah, Nightmare. I know. I
radar
said
services?
this. I've said this several times, but I'll say it again. My hope is that the new default G1000 that's coming gets put into a lot of these planes.
Correction, November 7791 Papa Soka.
Chicago Duffy, good evening.
Maintain
Things are great.
1,000.
You just in time, perfect time. We're on vectors for our approach here into San Luis.
Janet 762,
Approaching
just let me know when
altitude.
you'd like to leave the hold. WestJet 762, that's affirmative. It's not a DME hold, it's just time as to, so how many minutes do you want in a leg?
Yeah, Janet call sign. I heard that too. Something different.
WestJet
All right,
762,
4500.
Roger. Climb and maintain
Let's see, that's a little bit.
6,100, and 3-minute legs are approved.
Nightmare, I have thought about it. Yes, I have. The reason I have not is basically one of both money and time.
MRISC, radar services terminated, squawk V4, frequency change approved.
And the reason, aside from the time that it takes to get a PPL, is in the Northwest, a
United 73 Uniform 5
PPL doesn't do you as much good without an instrument rating. And so I want to be able, if I ever get a PPL, I want to be able to go straight through and go private to instrument in the same summer. Oh, slow way down. Lost our headwind there. So that makes it even more money and even more time, of course, to do that. But
Right now, the 73 Uniform, you're looking for vectors to final or full approach?
Pilot Brandon, I'm not using reshade. This is just X-Enviro and X-Plane 11. I have not done much tweaking yet. This is only my
73 Uniform,
second
Roger,
stream in
vectors,
X-Plane
Alice,
11,
runway
so.
24 approach.
All right, we're receiving the localizer. Not gotten an approach clearance yet. We are going super fast though, so let's slow down. Yeah, X-Enviro, spendy, no doubt about it, but also no doubt about it, worth it, in my opinion. Totes worth it. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the way my 11 is looking right now and the frame rates that I'm getting. We're pulling 31 frames while streaming on the same computer right now. So. All right. So really we're just chilling here. Surfing the weather changes from X-Enviro. We went from 3 knot winds to 28 knot winds. Whee! And it is expected we would go offshore a little bit here to pick up the localizer. It's the city of San Luis down there. Wind shear, no doubt. No doubt. Still not getting DME on the localizer. That's okay. We'll live. We are getting the glide slope and we're well below it, so pretty much for this, at this point we're just waiting for the turn onto the 30-degree intercept heading. And then we will throw it over to approach mode and go from there. Looks like we do have someone on the ground in San Luis, or maybe in the pattern. Yeah. Looks like the pattern. That's cool.
Eclipse 261. Vector through the localizer, a little late on your turn here. Turn left heading 100, join the runway 11 approach. Correction, 11 localize.
Okay, left heading 100, and we'll join the localizer. Are we also clear for the approach?
Eclipse 261. I'll see if I need to give you a different heading before I give you the final approach clearance.
Okay, sounds good.
We're 77901 Papa. According to the Cathedral 1 departure, once reaching a specific, I believe it's either a altitude or a DME, and I have to double check. Yeah, you're supposed to turn right, direct Palm Springs, and climb. The reason for that is because it puts you in a below the minimum VFR altitudes, and the MEA, also the MVA for this segment of
I'm going to slow down a
flight.
little more since she's
Tell you what,
giving a
climb
long-winded
and
explanation
maintain
here.
10,000, good rate in the climb. And are you joining Victor 388?
Join the localizer here.
Or 901 Papa, low altitude alert at 2.5 miles, you'll be reaching an MVA of 9,000. Are you going to be able to make that climb, or would you like me to give you a turn back to join the airway for the climb?
We got the glide slope here. I would really like an approach clearance.
Or 901 Papa, roger.
Approach 7261, we're on the localizer and just got the glide slope. If we can get the approach clearance, that'd be great.
Eclipse Jet 216, roger. You're half a mile from Crete. Maintain 3,000 till establish. Correction. You're established on the localizer, cleared Atlas, runway 11 approach, and contact tower 124.0.
240 for tower, and we're clear for the approach 11. Eclipse 7261. Right. We are still on autopilot hold, which means I want to go VS. We're going to
And
kind of
as a
slam dunk
7-3
it here.
uniform, fly
to
heading
get back on that
040. Correction,
glide
make that
slope.
050. Vector Atlas, runway 24 approach.
Good evening, Van Nuys Tower, Cat 11. About 10 miles to your south, 2,500 inbound for a touch and go and south departure.
Cat 11, it'll be the coastal route. Confirm.
Approaching altitude.
Disregard, we're going to make that a full stop, Cat 11.
Cat 11, no, it's no problem. You can do a touch and go if you like, and just let me know what you want to do.
Roger, no, I thought we were doing the mini route.
Down we go,
both
indeed.
directions, but I'll go ahead and stop and take a look at it again, Cat 11.
Yeah, it's mini route northbound.
All right,
and
we're on the
coastal
glide
route
slope now.
southbound. Runway 34
Perfect.
left. You're clear to land. Wind 26016.
Clear to land 34 left, Cat 11.
San Luis Tower, Eclipse 7261, ILS 11.
Eclipse 7261 San Luis Tower. Good evening, Tim. Runway 11. Clear to land. Wind 170 at 5.
Caroline 11, good evening to you.
And confirm Cat 1, clear to land runway, is it 34 left?
Cat 11 affirm. 34 left. Clear to land. 260 at 6.
Gear down.
Thank you.
Alright, so minimums are at 400, so we got a ways to go yet. Glide slope looks good. A little high, but not too bad. Localizer looks great. Let's get our speed under control here, since we had to kind of dive for the glide slope there. We're all counting on you. Yes, that's my favorite thing to go troll other streamers with. Alright, runway lights are in sight. Kind of. Coming and going. There we go. Okay, let's go landing flaps. I'll turn TCAS off for a second. I'll try and keep it about 115 here on the speed. there.
Cat 1-1, can we make the reverse high speed lift?
Cat 1 absolutely left on Mike and join Alpha to the ramp.
Mike on Alpha to the ramp, Cat 1-1.
Thought we were supposed to have scattered at 1600. It's not scattered. Oh well. This was the worst weather I could find in the PilotEdge area tonight. So. Alright, 1,000 to go to minimums. Getting about 5 knots across the nose. Runway looks clear. Keep an eye on that traffic, make sure they don't do something stupid. Right.
Autopilot disconnect.
Slow up now to 105 or so. Looks like a displaced threshold. Yep. Okay. We'll just follow the lights.
$500. $400.
Getting a little left of center here.
$300. $200.
And we're a little right of center.
100. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
About on center. Dropped it a little bit, but not too much. Let's get up on the brakes. Alright, flaps in.
Clip 726. One exit left when able, join Alpha to the ramp, and you can remain this frequency. Good night.
Okay, left when able, Alpha to the ramp, and we'll remain with you. 7261. Thanks a lot. Yeah, this plane is not hard to land. I will fess up that this is. There are many harder planes than there are to fly than this one. It's easy to look pro in this plane, especially with relatively calm winds. So. All right, let's go over to the tower. So I have time for one more leg. Symbol says it was okay. High praise from noted critic. Symbol. Symbols see me land some pretty hairy sketch approaches. Or a lot less stable than that one, so. And we landed just about when I thought we would on our little timer up here. So that's cool. Okay, let's go park over here. So where should we go next? I don't want to go for a super long leg, but something that's about 45 minutes should be just about perfect. So we can go down to the LA area. We can go east. Any votes?
Nice ground, Cat 11 single T6 west side, taxi VFR south departure.
Let's just park here. Not really particular.
Cat 11 by nice ground, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha Romeo.
Chino, says Nightmare.
34 left Alpha Romeo, Cat 11.
Let's look up Chino. I think that might be a little far. graphics are on. Let's look up sky vector. San Luis to Chino. That's Chico. Chino's 167. We do 220 there the whole way. 43 minutes. Yeah, it is kind of a shittle. Symbol's not lying. But yeah, we should be able to do that. Let's whoa. What the hell is this? That deer? I thought I turned those off. Okay. Cool. Cool. I've seen the birds. I haven't seen the deer before. Yeah, you go, man. They're kind of the animations on them weren't particularly convincing. We see deer and elk up here a fair amount. They don't run like that. All right, any more? No? We good? Okay. That was weird. Yeah, a lot of eye contact.
Nice tower cat.
Off that,
one
that
short,
deer.
34
It
left
really
at
wanted me
Romeo
to.
for a VFR
Wanted
south
me to
departure,
see,
climbing
to see it.
5,500.
Cat 0101. Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff with the left turn out approved.
All right, so we got to plan
Left turn
this
approved, left
route.
takeoff runway 3.
But before we do
4
that, I'm
left.
going to take a quick
Yeah,
break,
well,
hit the head,
elevated
and I'll be
just a
back in
short
about
delay.
2
problem.
minutes.
Cat 11, tell you what, squawk 4706, and we'll coordinate this with approach ahead of time.
4706, cat 1, thanks. From that was 4606, cat 11.
Cat 11 firm 4706.
4706, cat 11.
Cat 11 contact SoCal approach 134.2.
342, cat 11.
All right, we're back.
Las Vegas Tower, Janet 762 is
So let's do
final
this.
on 25 left.
Let's
Janet
shut them up for
762,
a
Las Vegas
second.
Tower, hello again, the wind 210 at 9er. Runway 25 left, clear to land.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
25 left, clear to land, Janet
I
762.
said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Okay. So we need to plan this out now. Airway wise, looks like we want to pick up San Marcos. There does not appear to be a tech route from all the way up here, but I would not be 100% surprised if we get a reroute. Let's see though. Let's start with this. No, not to Zoran. Fillmore. And from Fillmore, we can jump on Vector 186 to something. Yeah, Paradise. Sure, that works. All right. So that assumes that we can just go straight to San Marcos out of San Luis. let us verify that assumption. Let's see. Gaviota doesn't really help us. Morro Bay doesn't really help us. San Marcos, there we go. Morro Bay to Michi to Winner to San Marcos. That should work. So what is that sequence? Michi, Winner. Okay, yeah, that's not too much of a detour. Is there a second page for this? No, there is not. Alright, so we'll leave that up for a second. The Winner 3 departure. Yeah, that should work just fine. Alright. We do have the engines running while we're doing all this. I suppose I could turn them off. Let's do that. Let's get our ground power and chocks. Guess we have to wait till the engines stop for the chocks. Could open the door, but I can't put the chocks out. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. That GPU is super loud. There we go. Alright. So this is a pretty similar length to the flight we just did. So I'll go use 17,000 again as the altitude. But we will fly San Luis to Chino. Winner 3 to San Marcos. Victor 386 to Fillmore. Victor 186 to Paradise. 17,000. We will correct our true speed to something a little more reasonable. Alternate. Let's use Ontario. That should be fine. Should be just about an hour and file that. Clear my estimate. There is no delivery frequency here, so we'll call on ground. 21.6. I'm also going to reset my time of day. If I can do that without starting a whole new flight. No, I guess it's 2 o'clock. Okay, that's fine. Good enough. It looked like it was getting dark, but I think that might just be X-Enviro giving us a little bit of weather there.
Janet 762, cross runway 1 right and 1 left at Bravo. Taxi Hotel to the ramp. When you cross the runways, monitor ground point 9er.
Cross 1 right and 1 left at Bravo. Taxi Hotel to the ramp. And we'll monitor ground point 9er. Jensen's.
Let's clear our route 2 here. There we go. San Luis ground Eclipse 7261. Like to pick up IFR to Chino.
Eclipse 7261 San Luis ground. Good evening on request. Stand by. There's a tech group between those 2 airports. I'll be right with you.
Aha. Tech route. So we'll get a full route clearance here. That's too bad. I like that route. I wonder what it is. This is a pretty direct, a fairly direct routing. So we'll see what we get.
Eclipse 7261, do you need a full route or is a tech code good?
You can give us the tech code, we'll look it up.
Or 7261, go to the Chino Airport via fly runway heading, radar vectors San Marcos VOR. It'll be the Santa Barbara November 5-2 tech route. Maintain 5,000, expect 1,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.55, squawk 1634.
Okay, cleared to Chino via runway heading, radar vectors San Marcos, then the Santa Barbara November 5-2 route. Initial climb to 5,000, expect 10,000, 120.55, 1634 in the box for 7261.
7261, read back correct.
Alright, so now we gotta look at that route.
At Palomar Tower, 5973 uniform, we're clear to 4 at Alpha 5, going to Atlantic.
Or 5973 uniform Alpha to the ramp, you can remain this frequency.
New code.
Alpha to the ramp with you, 5973 uniform, take it.
Alright, so actually pretty close to what we had. Slightly different.
John Wayne clearance. Skylane 733 Charlie Tango IFR to
Grab
Long
that
Beach for some practice
into Sky
approaches.
Vector. Let it make sense of that for us. So basically we get to go direct to San Marcos. Vector 186 to It's Me. So there's a slight dog leg here.
Number 733
Instead
Charlie
of going
Tango,
straight
John Wayne
Paradise,
Clarence, good evening, clear to the Long Beach Airport via fly heading 220.
Pretty much otherwise
radar
the same.
vectors,
Okay.
Seal Beach, VOR direct, maintain 2,000, expect
Let's go ahead
3,000
and
5 minutes after departure.
San
Departure
Marcos
frequency
in.
128.1, squawk 7274.
We'll do the rest once we sort of get up and going here.
733 Charlie Tango cleared to the Long Beach.
And our initial
Flying
climb was
220,
5,000.
radar vectors Seal Beach. Climb and maintain 2,000, expect 3,000 5 minutes after departure.
Do a climb at
And
170.
Squawk code 7274, and I didn't catch the frequency.
733 Charlie, the departure frequency is
Yeah, runway
128.1,
heading.
otherwise your readback is correct.
Frequency 128.1.
Okay. Get a fresh
733
METAR here. Yeah, 3002 looks good for the altimeter. Sort of a rip route, but not too bad. Okay, we are throttles back. Let's fill up on gas real quick while we're here.
San Bernardino ground, Skyx 612 Papa Delta is on the ramp at the FBO. We'd like to taxi for a westbound departure and to try for the Cat
Let's
7.
go ahead and start up.
Number 612 Papa Delta, San Bernardino ground, runway 24, taxi via Alpha.
Okay, taxi via Alpha to runway 24 for 612 Papa Delta.
San Luis Towers,
Takeoff.
Skyx 7274 Hotel, about 3 mile final, runway 29.
Number 7274 Hotel, runway 29, clear to land, the wind 17085.
29er's active.
Clear
at
land, runway
San Luis.
29.
Interesting.
7274 Hotel.
No, that's fine. We don't really care. Right. GPU can go. We are right next to the tower. That's 1-1 down there, and there's 2-9er down there, so that's not too hard to find. Yeah, the engine sounds on this plane are pretty decent. Okay, reset our trim. I have a feeling I'm forgetting something, but I don't really know what it is. We're runway heading to San Marcos. I have San Marcos programmed. I'll do the rest of the route later. Transponder is set. Departure. Autopilot is set. For now. Turn our lights on, I guess. That wasn't it though. Alright, we'll figure it out. We'll make a mistake and we'll realize what we forgot. Sailing ground Eclipse 7261, we're at the tower. I'd like to taxi for our departure. Maybe.
Eclipse 7261, San Luis ground runway 29er taxi via Alpha.
Alpha to 29er for 7261. Put tower in standby and set our new heading will be 290.
Good evening, John Wayne Tower. Cat 11's 9 miles to the west.
Breaks off.
Sitting at a 5,500 full stop.
Cat 11 John Wayne Tower. Good evening. Enter right base runway 20 right, and you are clear to land.
Right base 20 right. And actually, can we get a touch and go there, and then a depart south down the coast? Cat 11.
Cat 11, absolutely. Runway 20 right, clear touch and go on departure. Fly heading 240 and maintain VFR at below 2,400.
240 VFR
There's
below
that
2,400.
Cessna that was
Cat
cleared for
11. Can
29.
we pick up boots 128.1 for departure?
Yeah, it'll be 28-1 on departure.
Under 28.1 on departure, Cat 11.
Bullhead Tower, Piper Saratoga 30906 Bravo, 8 miles northeast inbound, full stop with Delta.
80906 Bravo Bullhead Tower. Good evening. Enter a left base runway 16. Report 3 miles out.
Left base, runway 16, report 3 miles out, 96 Bravo.
Set our
John Wayne ground, Skyline 733, Charlie Tango,
source there.
west ramp, ready to taxi with Romeo.
Number 733 Charlie Tango John Wayne ground runway 20 right at Kilo taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo, 733 Charlie Tango.
painter got a little drunk here on the taxiway lines. Quantidin, good evening to you, sir. How are you doing, man?
Charlie Tower Cat 11.
Good to see you,
Do you have
Jacob.
time to coordinate our VFR flight following down to San Diego, or do we just need to get that with departure?
Cat 11 for the I-11 rating. That one has to depart out of LAX.
Oh, I'll have to go back and read it more carefully, thanks.
No problem.
Bullhead Tower, Saratoga 906 Bravo, 3 mile left base, runway 16.
Saratoga 906 Bravo, runway
That is
16,
incoming
clear to land
traffic.
1150
Yep.
at Niner.
Clear to land 16, 906 Bravo.
Watch them land before we go anywhere. Thanks, Nightmare. I can't say I have much reason to get up to North Dakota that I'm aware of, but you never know. Could happen. Nicely done. Alright, we're on tower. Let's get that departure frequency. Whoops. 2055. Flaps to take off. Trim is centered. Engines are good. Lights are good. Transponder is on. Departure, we are going to go runway heading up to 5,000 on a 170 knot climb. We'll be looking for vectors to
Cat
San
11 on
Marcos.
the go.
Cat 11 Roger.
Quantity, we are at San Luis, just about to depart for Chino. San Luis Tower Eclipse 7261, short of 29er, ready to go.
Thanks, sir.
Oh. Stepped on.
Eclipse 7261, sorry, I think I stepped on you there. You say you're ready for departure?
Yes, sir.
Eclipse 7261, thanks. 117 at 5, runway 29er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 29er with 7261.
Number 7274, tell join Alpha to the ramp, remain this frequency, pass for the Cat 2.
Alpha to the ramp, maintain this frequency, and thanks for the pass. 7274 Hotel.
Yep, Mr. Goldsey.
San Bernardino Tower.
Geneva
Sky
was on
612
radar,
Papa
and
Delta is holding
AJ
short
was on
runway 24,
Western.
ready to go for the westbound departure.
Number 612 Papa Delta, San Bernardino Tower, straight out departure, approved, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Straight out departure for runway 24, cleared for takeoff. 612 Papa Delta.
This time we have an actual runway to use instead of
Cat 11 contact SoCal departure.
our Oakland departure, which was a little short. On the center line here, maybe. Still haven't
Oxnard ground, Cessna 978.
figured out what we forgot, but I guess we'll find out in the air.
978 Juliet Mike, Oxnard ground.
78 Juliet Mike at parking with Yankee was hoping to pick up VFR flight following to Van Nuys.
Number 978 Juliet Mike, roger, what's your aircraft type?
Turn to
Cessna 172.
978 Juliet Mike, departure frequency 124.7, squawk 3130.
One 124.7 was that 3130 squawk?
Affirm 3130.
Roger.
Yeah, I hate that when the hotel internet doesn't let you watch Twitch. I know that feel.
Three 906 Bravo, taxi Alpha to the ramp, this frequency, have a good night.
Taxi Alpha to the ramp with you, 906 Bravo, thank you, good night.
Eclipse 7261, contact Santa Barbara departure.
Over departure, talk to you soon.
3 arrival, expect visual approach, road 25 left.
Santa Barbara departure, good evening, Eclipse 7261, airborne through 3,104, 5,000. Yeah, go-go can often be better than hotels. That is true.
Eclipse 7261, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climb maintain 8,000. And turn right direct, San Marcos.
Right turn, direct San Marcos for 7261. And up to 8,000. Alright, so we actually would normally turn left here for San Marcos, but she gave us a right turn, so a right turn it shall be. We can do that.
Let's see again the call sign, you said legend, what?
Go nav mode, pick it up.
I was in 27 or 207?
Pull the speed back a little bit.
Legend 27, I'm not pulling that up, best stand by. Legend 27, just confirm the code, Alpha X-Ray Yankee 27.
Now that we're on more or less the right heading,
Legend 27, squawk 24765.
re-trigger the direct 2, and there we go.
Approaching altitude.
We're gonna level off here in just a sec. It's probably okay.
Alright, 3-1 stairs down by everybody. Eclipse 7261, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
Is that 35.5 for 7261?
Affirmative. Legend 27, radar contact 17 miles southwest of Oceanside. You are.
Slow down here.
Pulling around temperature
blow the speed limit.
3003. Stay in the aircraft type, destination, and cruise altitude.
Gotta wait for this friend to check in. waiting. Guess we'll just try it. Los Angeles Center Eclipse 7261, 8000. My guess is that other pilot is reading her a novel, so while we're waiting to check in and get
NYISC, you're currently at 15,500, which will put you above the Bravo. Bravo only goes up typically to 10,000.
It's me, Pomona.
There's 733 Charlie Tango, so got a departure radar contact, climb and maintain 3000.
Paradise 2. Let's see, and oh.
Cat 11, flight heading 350 vector, final approach course, runway 25 left, contact circle approach 124.9er.
Estimate our landing in 55 minutes. Let's see about that. Check in now. Central Center Eclipse 7261, 8000.
Center Center, climbing 1000, Santa Barbara, altimeter 3002.
Up to 11,000, 7261. I'm going to assume that was for us, which I probably shouldn't do, but don't tell anyone.
America 211, Palm Springs clearance, standby. It'll be about a 2 or 3 minute wait. Cat 11, Circle approach, Los Angeles, altimeter 3002. Los Angeles Airport's off your 9:30, 10 o'clock, 9.5 miles reported sight. Cat 11 cleared into Los Angeles Bravo airspace to be join the right base, correction, left base, row 25 left, establish final contact tower 120.905.
We're going to get to 11,000 here pretty quick. Pretty quick.
Approaching altitude.
Legend 27, join the mission bay 320 radial. Remain outside Los Angeles Bravo airspace.
Center Eclipse 7261, we're level 1000. We'd actually like to change our cruise to 190, flight level 190.
And who's looking for a final?
7261.
There's 7261, climb maintain flight level 190.
Flight level 190 for 7261.
Cat 11, Los Angeles Tower, wind 26012, runway 25
See if we can get a little more efficiency up at the higher altitudes here.
There's 612, Papa Delta, circle approach, stand by, you're on request. Legend, describe. MRISC, contact circle approach 119.6.
Take a look at our map here. That's us.
Southwest 572, contact Las Vegas approach 135.0. Have a great evening.
She's talking a lot because she's pretty busy. But we're heading right down for San Marcos, which is down here, I believe. I don't know exactly where it falls on the map, and then we'll kind of cut east over the LA area.
Like Romeo India Sierra XOCal approach, good evening. VFR descent at your discretion, cleared into the Lindbergh Bravo airspace. November 978 Juliet, Mike Oxnard, ground runway 25, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha.
So he's running both now? Both the tower and the radar? Too much to see from there. Let's see if we can pop outside and see more.
Number 7791, pop out to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Hopefully this will clear up by the time we get over the Empire. We can see a little more of the
612, Papa
terrain.
Delta, squawk 3223. Southwest 572 Las Vegas approach. Good evening. Fly present heading vector for the
Got a
airport.
bit of a
Descend and
crosswind
maintain
there.
5,000.
Just 55 knots. At 15k.
Number 733 Charlie Tango, turn right heading 340 direct Seal Beach, VOR when able, and see your first approach request.
So we're using 100 gallons an hour. We've only got 228 on board. Gotta go fast.
Charlie Tango, expect that.
Yeah, just a bit of a crab there.
Legend 27, change to my frequency 119.6. Cat 11 Alpha to the ramp, you can remain this frequency. Yeah, America 211, you're still on request. Number 733 Charlie Tango, fly heading 360 vector for the approach. November 2, Quebec, I'm going to need that request again. You're stepped on by 3 different people. It's going to be a few minutes, your request.
Is Eclipse jet?
Mike Romeo, India Sierra Echo, Sagan, your request.
So, VLJ.
Mike Romeo, India Sierra Echo, see what I can do. Fly heading 060 for now, descend and maintain 5,000. Legend 27 with me. America 211 clear to the San Francisco Airport Cathedral 1 departure, Palm Springs, then as filed, maintain 7,000, departure frequency 126.7, squawk 2417, read back to squawk only unless you have a question. America 211, read back correct. November 612, Papa Delta radar contact 6 miles west of the San Bernardino Airport, remain north of the Ontario Airport at all times, and westbound transition through the Charlie's approved. Number 733 Charlie Tango, descend and maintain 2,000.
I know. I'm actually
27
slacking with my boss right now. My VP is on vacation and this weekend, next week, and she's checking in with me real quick, so that's why I'm a little distracted. Sorry about that. I'm trying to hire people. I'm trying to do manager things.
America 211, Palm Springs, ground right through on left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
You're slacking with your boss
Mike
as well.
Romeo,
That's
India
excellent.
Sierra. If you could do me a favor, can you switch over to 134.2 and call up Legend 27 and tell them to contact me on 119.6 and then come back to this frequency.
Poor Goldie. A rough go of it.
So 98 Juliet Mike runway 25, clear for takeoff. Southwest 572, turn left heading 340. Mike Romeo India Sierra Echo, thanks.
Here you go, Symbol. You can just hire Nightmare. If you want untested code, sounds like you already got it.
Aircraft on the ground at Hopper's on request, standby. It's going to be a few minutes. Number 2, Quebec, you want to throw that request at me one more time?
There you go. Something, object oriented programming. That's all there is to it. Nailed it.
Number 2, Quebec, roger, departure frequency 125.55, squawk 6646.
Yeah, we had a bit of a dust up at work with one of those occasions where something happens in an all hands meeting that appeals more to the
Palm Springs Tower,
sales people who were kind of the main audience
Legend 27, so
But all the engineers saw it as well and had a very different opinion
Legend 27, enter
on
8,
the
right base
thing that they saw. And I'm
tower
being a little vague here, and I apologize. I know it's not a very good story, but...
Mike Romeo, India, Echo, flighting 090.
You know it's a good evening when it's 9:15 p.m. and you're slacking with your
733 Charlie Tango
VP and your
human
human resources partner. Good stuff.
3 Charlie Tango, sorry for the late turn there. 5 from Gunny, maintain 2000 till established. Cleared ILS runway 30 approach. Legend 27, heavy Limerick
Traffic
Tower, thanks,
down
3107,
furthest
runway
there.
27, clear
Keep
line.
an eye on them.
Mike Romeo, India,
Not seeing
Sierra
them on
Echo,
TCAS
turn
though,
10
so.
degrees right.
In-flight DirecTV, I don't know. Let's see. We got a back view here.
Southwest 572, flighting 240.
Let's see a TV. It's a pretty small plane, so got a little tablet here. That's about it.
Number 978 Juliet, Mike, contact Point Magoo, approach 124.7.
Which game's going to OT? Is it the Minnesota game? I guess I could just look, but
American 211, contact SoCal departure.
yeah, Blues Wild.
Southwest 572, continue to the turn heading 230. Las Vegas Airport will be now your 12 o'clock.
See, if I show the stream on my laptop, if I have it up and you can't see it on the cam.
Southwest 572, thanks, clear visual approach from 25 left.
I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. I want to get my stream
Number
suspended
733
here.
Charlie Tango, how will this approach terminate?
Alright, we got it. We got it over here. You can't see it on the cam. No lawsuits. No one's accounts getting
733
suspended.
Charlie Tango, Roger. You
It's
can
all good.
expect that upon completion of this approach, execute missed approach procedure as published. You can contact Long Beach Tower now, 119.4. American 211 SoCal departure radar contact, climb and maintain 13.
Yeah, we're getting some better view of the ground here. Much better. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic for a weekday night, but Goldie's a pro. He can handle it all by himself. Symbol? You okay? Everything all right over there?
28 kilo John Wing clearance. To a kilo destination is Oxnard, Kilo Oscar X-ray Romeo.
Oh, I know vaguely what you're speaking of. I haven't watched the series in a while. All I know is about the ludicrous display. So, Nightmare, nope, nothing
Busy
special.
enough, Max. I don't need to make myself work any harder.
Just grabbed a number off my flight
Like
route.
Romeo,
It's
India,
a number
Sierra
generator
Echo,
and
turn right
kept
heading
pushing the button
180,
until I got a nice,
maintain 4,000.
easy to pronounce one. So, nothing special. We're now getting a 68 knot crosswind. Cool.
Number 733 Charlie Tango, Long Beach Tower. Good evening. Wind
Please watch on
2809
stream.
runway
Thanks,
30,
guys.
clear well approach.
Okay. You can do that.
Southwest 572, Towers 199. We'll see ya.
You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a baby. You wouldn't shoot a policeman. And then
Vision 27,
steal
Roger.
his
You going to the terminal?
You wouldn't go to the toilet in his helmet.
Legend 27, Bravo to the ramp.
Send it to the policeman's grieving widow. And then steal it again. Downloading films is stealing.
Southwest 572, Las
If you
Vegas
do
Tower.
it,
Give them
you
the 180
will
at 9
face
runway
the
25.
consequences.
And tell you what, John, fly for you. Right side's available if you'd like. Don't we all in our old age?
That's pretty good.
American
I'll give you that
211,
one.
you can turn right, proceed direct to the Palmdale VOR. Zoom on navigation. American 211, no problem, and contact LA Center
That's a good clip.
133.55.
I think my favorite episode of that show is the the one where he
Number 978 Juliet, contact point Magoo approach
gets
124.7
stuck in
beyond
the
frequency already.
gets trapped in the disabled bathroom, and he has to pretend to be disabled for like
Number
a long
978
time.
Juliet, Mike is radar contact, maintain
Legs
VFR.
disabled. It's a good show. IT Crowd. If you have not seen that show, you should watch it. I'm disabled. Exactly. Alright. Well, let's see here.
American 211 LA Center, good evening. Climb and maintain
Turning
flight
left
level
direct Fillmore.
260.
Let's see what the weather is looking like. Chino's reporting clear skies.
Sierra 612 Sierra
Sweet.
Romeo on request. Stand by, it'll be a few minutes.
We'll probably do a visual then. I don't think
Like
we need to
Romeo,
do
India
anything
Sierra Echo, turn right heading
complicated.
270 Limburg Airport, will be 12 o'clock and 7 mile. Like Romeo, India Sierra Echo, roger, make straight at runway 27, contact Limburg Tower 118.3. Sierra 612 Sierra Romeo, it's on request, stand by, it'll be a few minutes.
And you have a PPL, which is not really helpful for being a software engineer. But
Number 56 Papa Alpha, what's
I actually
your
do work with a fair amount of
flight
people who
board,
have
GPS?
pilot licenses or are in training.
6 Papa Alpha, thanks, clear to the Gillespie Airport, fly heading 210.
And I don't just hire them
because
because they're pilots.
Then as filed.
I promise.
Maintain 3000, expect 1000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.9er squawk 5131. Or 56 Papa Alpha, read back correct.
I have no reason to hire pilots, I'm afraid. Just engineers and engineering managers.
Like Romeo India Sierra Echo Limburg Tower, runway 27, clear to land with 3107. Number 2 Quebec, sorry, that was 3 left at where intersection Foxtrot 1 there?
Go for the Cat Strader GoPro perspective here. Oh, too far. There we go. Ceiling won't let me go. Won't let me go any higher. It's unfortunate.
733 Charlie Tango, roger, contact departure.
There we go. That'll work. That will work.
Red 2 Quebec, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You said runway 21 left at intersection 3 right?
What? Those are words, but they make no sense.
Number 2 Quebec, no problem at all. Tell you what, taxi Foxtrot 1, back taxi runway 21, contact the tower there when you're ready in position.
Sounds complicated.
Number 612 Papa Delta advising you have the El Monte Airport.
Turn our lights off, I guess. Reset our altimeter. Y'all, none of you noticed I didn't reset the altimeter. You guys are supposed to help me with this.
Papa Delta radar services are terminated. Contact El Monte Tower 121.2.
Need your help.
Number 733 Charlie Tango, SoCal approach, roger, Long Beach altimeter 3003.
Still working on my coffee from earlier, so.
Southwest 572, cross runway 25 right at Alpha 5, and taxi Bravo, Bravo 6 into the Charlie gates this frequency, we'll see ya. Sierra 612 Sierra Romeo is clear to the Palomar Airport, fly runway heading, reaching the Los Angeles 310 radial, turn right heading 250, radar vectors Santa Monica, VOR, then as filed.
Okay.
Maintain
25,
3000, expect
about
5,000,
5 minutes to
5
Fillmore.
after departure. Departure frequency
Showing about 18 minutes total.
2364, read back to squawk only unless you have a question.
Plus a little time for descent and approach. Should get us in there before the, hopefully before the top of the hour.
Sierra Romeo back, correct, runway 21 taxi via Bravo. And there was someone calling taxi, was that? Eclipse 56 Pop Alpha for ground roger, runway 25 taxi via the south taxiway.
Yeah, I've done a little Java GUI programming for an old Telnet client
Quebec,
thing.
runway 21 left, clear for takeoff, 1240 at 4. Number 612 Papa Delta,
Yes.
Monty Tower, good evening.
But
Enter left
exactly.
base, runway 19, you're clear to land with 210.
I worked on a Java client for Battletech, which is a board game. There are a series of MUDs that you could play the board game,
Charlie Tango, just
and
confirm what your next approach was for me.
so you not only had the text client, but you could also see a map, a little simple map of what was happening and some other screens and so on. Let me grab a link real quick so you can see what I'm talking about.
Five 6 Pop Alpha, Hopper Tower, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
So yeah, I worked as a maintainer of that. I didn't write it initially, but I added a bunch of screens and a bunch of code and stuff.
Mike Romeo India Sierra Echo,
Good
taxi
stuff.
Bravo to the ramp screens.
That's my extent of my Java.
Number 9, November 7261, descend pilot's discretion, maintain 1000. I'll have a Chino altimeter for you in a second.
Okay, pilot's discretion to 11,000, 7261.
7261 Chino altimeter 3004.
3004, 7261. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress by Texas, pretty much, and multiplayer.
4 LA clearance, good evening, cleared out of Los Angeles clearance, good evening, cleared out of the Bravo airspace on departure,
Yes.
flighting 255, maintain VFR at a low 3000, till advised, departure frequency 125.2, squawk 3036.
Yeah, so that nightmare, those games were popular probably before you were born, I'm guessing. If you're a student, unless you were much older than the typical UND student.
Contact SoCal departure.
We're talking early mid 80s.
Juliet Mike, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles southbound VFR target altitude indicates
But I'm old.
3,500.
And I was on the internet when I was young, so.
Eclipse 56 Papa Alpha SoCal departure, radar contact, maintain 3000. Number 978 Juliet Mike, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Oh, I think that was for me. I think I mixed
Number
it.
733 Charlie Tango, flighting 140 vector for the approach.
I hope I didn't miss it. Center Eclipse 7261, if that was for us, we missed it, sorry.
Eclipse 7261, nope, nothing for you.
Okay.
Number 2 Quebec, contact Yuma departure.
Usually I'm pretty good about paying attention, but I thought I missed one there.
Number 978 Juliet Mike, SoCal approach, good evening, Van Nuys, altimeter 3003. Number 2 Quebec, Yuma approach, radar contact, the Yuma altimeter 295.
Comes the wind. Whee!
Number 733 Charlie Tango, did you want vectors to final or do you want it from an IAF? Charlie Tango, Richard, fly heading 090.
Wind shear, wind shear.
Number 56 Papa Alpha, clear direct limbo, climb and maintain 1000.
1,600 hours at age 22. Good lord. That's dedication or rich parents or something. My goodness.
Throwback 1-4, late ground runway 25 left. taxi
Throwback?
Alpha Foxtrot.
What kind of call sign is that?
Number 978 Juliet Mike, advise Van Nuys Airport in sight.
It's F-14. Okey-doke.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, so this is us here. You can see we're starting to enter the LA area.
Throwback 1-4, I kind of went without saying. Is there any aircraft on the ground with requests that I may have missed? I think I'm caught up. Sierra 612 Sierra Romeo Santa Monica Tower, runway 21 clear for takeoff.
No, Kilo, I don't stream at night because you can't see shit. Night streams are no fun for viewers. I can see okay at night, but it just doesn't show up well at all.
Number 978 Juliet Mike, additional traffic off your left wing southbound VFR target altitude indicates 3,000.
I have done a couple night flights on stream, but it was revealed to me very quickly when watching the videos back that
Number 978 Juliet Mike, thanks.
Not a great idea.
Are terminated. Squawk VFR.
It is pretty at night, but you can't see it on the stream. I can see it, but it doesn't really help as much if you can't see it.
Thanks. Throwback 1-4, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, 127 0 12. 0612 Sierra Romeo, connect departure.
Yep.
0612 Sierra Romeo, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 5,000. Eclipse 7261, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
34.2 for 7261. SoCal approach Eclipse 7261 is descending through 13,900 for 11,000.
Eclipse 7261, SoCal approach, good evening, Chino, altimeter 3004. Number 978 Juliet, Mike Van Nuys Tower, good evening, enter a left base for runway 34 left and report 3 miles.
Well, but Nightmare, that's a flight around Grand Forks. Is it not boring during the day?
612 Papa Delta, it's a pass for the Cat 7 taxi
asking.
Alpha to the ramp from this frequency.
Sorry. I feel bad. Of course. That's a cool PEG symbol. That's very cool.
Kilo, John Wayne clearance clear to the Oxnard Airport flight.
Cross country to San Diego, sweet.
Did you land?
South Dakota.
Expect 4,000 5 minutes after departure.
Wrong person.
Frequency
thought that was symbol.
Squawk 1330.
Got my names confused.
Throwback 1-4 radar contact departure.
Anti-aliasing setting, I believe I'm on 4X. I can show you real quick. 2X SSAA and FXAA.
Throwback 1-4 SoCal approach, good evening, turn left heading
running at 3440 by
1400
1400 screen. I don't need a lot of anti-aliasing.
Throwback 1-4, no problem at all. 160 for now. Once we get you clear of the Bravo, we'll get you moving in the right direction.
Chili's with the host. Thank you, sir. If you are in the chat, hello.
Throwback 1-1, if you got unrestricted climb to 10,500 and then
see
past
Santa Monica?
10,000, you can resume on navigation. How does that sound?
There's LAX. Let's pop to outside, see if we can see it. Yeah. What is it? Should be. Is that it over there? Yeah, I think so.
0612 Sierra Romeo, turn right, heading 020. Number 733 Charlie Tango, turn left direct to the Lusig intersection, cross Lusig at 3000, cleared Arnav runway, or Arnav Zulu runway 30 approach.
Burbank. Getting eyes over there. Downtown LA.
3 Charlie Tango, it's left to the Lusig intersection at Lima Uniform Charlie India Golf, hitting 330, I'll take you there, cross it at 3000, cleared Arnav Zulu runway 30.
Clear, we'll fly directly over El Monte too. And some traffic off the left side. Let's see if we can see him. Yep, right there.
River 2 Quebec, contact LA Center 128.6.
We finished our
River 2 Quebec, LA Center, good evening, UMA altimeter.
level off at
generate
11,000, so I'll speed up a little bit, not too much.
0612 Romeo, clear direct Santa Monica, resume on navigation. Moving 28 Kilo Kilo, John Wayne ground, right 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo. Number 56 Papa Alpha Connect SoCal 128.1. Number 56 Papa Alpha contact SoCal approach 128.1. Clip 7261 SoCal now 135.4.
35.4 for 7261. SoCal approach with clip 7261, 11,000.
Clip 7261 SoCal approach, good evening, Chino altimeter 3004, advising you have the weather and when able to see approach request.
Weather on board and we'll take a visual, 7261.
7261, right, expect the visual approach from 26 left.
Visual for 26 left, 7261.
Number 56 Papa Alpha SoCal approach, good evening. For now, the Limburg
right over El Monte here in a sec, but I can't really see it.
Throwback 14, contact LA Center 135.5.
What's us there?
Throwback 14 LA Center, good evening. The Avalon altimeter is
Chino's right there.
3007. Throwback
tower frequency
yeah,
going.
12 sounds about right. 13.5 miles off the coast if you want to be precise.
185.
Roger. Sir 6120 Romeo, connect SoCal approach 134.9. Clip 7261, heading 100 to send and maintain 8,000 vectors for the airport.
110 and 8,000 for Eclipse 7261.
Sir 6120 Romeo, SoCal, good evening, LA altimeter 3004. Twenty-two 8 Kilo Kilo, Twin Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff. Number 3 Charlie Tango, Hello's approach, terminate. Seven 3 Charlie Tango, roger. Upon completion of the approach, execute the missed approach procedure as published.
Frozen tie downs. Pilot life.
Number 2 Quebec. Number 2 Quebec, nope, no need, I can take care of it for you. It's on request, standby though. Can you maintain VFR for now?
Alright, so Chino has, for some reason, 3 runways. Couldn't tell you why.
Over 978 Juliet, thanks, runway 34 left, clear to land, wind variable at 3.
Looks like left. We'll probably get a left traffic. Probably enter a left downwind here. 26 left is coming back towards us since we're on heading. Let's see if we can find the field here.
Number 2, Quebec, clear to Brown Airport, present position, direct Mission Bay, VOR, direct, maintain 16,000. Number 2, Quebec, read back right. For 733 Charlie Tango, connect Long Beach Tower, 119.4. Money 28 Kilo, connect SoCal departure. Number 7261, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, 7261. Level off. Keep going.
Money 28 Kilo, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000. Number 733 Charlie Tango, Long Beach Tower, hello again, runway 30, cleared, low approach.
Is that Chino? No. Only has one runway and it's not flying right. Oh, there it is. Right underneath us.
American 211, no problem, report back. 128 Kilo, turn right, heading 310, direct Seal Beach, VOR, 18 on navigation.
Go to 7261, we got the field.
Oops, 7261, thank you, cleared visual approach, runway 26 left.
Visual approach 26 left for 7261.
Autopilot disconnect.
Number 56 Papa Alpha, connect SoCal approach, 119.6.
Approaching altitude.
So we're gonna land right there. Which means we got a lot of altitude to lose in a short amount of time.
Number 56 Papa Alpha, SoCal approach, good evening, Gillespie, altimeter 3007.
Without brakes.
6 Papa Alpha, Roger, do you have an approach request? Number 56 Papa Alpha, expect that.
What's the field elevation?
Throwback 14, now cleared into the San Diego Bravo airspace. And maintain VFR at or above 3,000 for now. You can connect SoCal approach 119.6. 119.6, 19.6. Number 7261, connect Chino Tower, 118.5.
18.5 for Chino Tower, 7261.
0612 Sierra Romeo, SoCal 128.1.
Chino Tower, good evening. Eclipse 7261's on an extended left downwind 426 left.
Okay, 3 at once, I'll get to you one at a time. Number 7621 Chino Tower, good evening, runway 26 left, clear to land, wind 230 at 11.
Clear to land 26 left, 7261.
Throwback 14. SoCal approach, good evening, Lindbergh, altimeter 3007, enter right down, runway 27. 0612 Sierra Romeo, SoCal approach, good evening, John Wayne, altimeter 3004.
Let's see what our position things look like.
Throwback 14, you can connect Lindbergh Tower now, 118.3.
Pretty good, actually.
Lindbergh Tower,
All
throwback 14.
Chop it, wheels down.
Visual runway 27.
Throwback 14 Lindbergh Tower, good evening, you just looking for the straight in?
Any flaps.
Actually, we'll take an overhead tonight, throwback 14.
Nice.
Throwback 14, Roger, you can make straight in then for runway 27 and report the initial.
Nope. Clear to land. Runway in sight.
14.
Speed is fast. Altitude is high. Let's fix both of those.
Modi 28 Kilo Kilo, contact SoCal approach 134.9er.
That looks a little better. Yes, both at the same time. That's how you know we're not flying an airliner.
0612 Sierra Romeo Critterick Dana.
Still quite fast.
500.
Let's drop that speed.
Modi 28 Kilo Kilo SoCal approach, good evening, LA altimeter 3004.
Here we go.
Long Beach Tower, 733 Charlie Tango, going missed.
Number 733 Charlie Tango, Long Beach Tower, Roger, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Contact approach 128.1, 733 Charlie Tango.
Picked up an 11 knot headwind right there. Cool, cool, cool.
200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Number 56 Papa Alpha, fly heading 110 vectors for the approach, descend and maintain 7,000.
A little off center there, but the wind was shifting just a little on the landing there. Can we make this exit? Maybe. Nope. Make this one though. Flaps in.
Throwback 14, initial 27.
Nope, that's a runway.
Throwback 14, Roger, you can break right at midfield and report the break.
Break right at midfield with the brakes. Throwback 14.
5 out of 7 says simple. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'll take it.
Number 733 Charlie Tango, SoCal approach, good evening. The Long Beach altimeter 3003, and I'll take your intentions anytime you're able to.
Make the turn here. Yeah, not the best, but not the worst.
Certainly take your time, just let me know when you're ready.
Throwback 14, right brake.
Throwback 14, thanks, check your down, runway 27, clear to land.
Exactly. Anytime we don't have to disconnect and watch the replay in shame.
You down, clear to land, runway 27, throwback 14.
Number 2, Quebec, descend and maintain 14,000.
See you, Nightmare. Have a good one. Chino Tower 7261, we're clear 26 left on Kilo. I'd like to taxi straight ahead on Kilo, cross 26 right.
Eclipse 7261, absolutely, cross runway 26 right at Kilo, join Alpha to the ramp, you can remain this frequency. Good to see you, Tim, have a good night.
Kilo Alpha to the ramp, we'll cross 26 right, and good to see you too. That was a pleasure.
Number 56 Papa Alpha, descend and maintain 6,000. Number 2 Quebec, connect SoCal approach 119.6.
Well, my friends, I regret to inform you, you have once again wasted an evening
Quebec, SoCal approach,
watching my stream.
ground altimeter 3006.
That'll do it for me tonight.
And
I'm going to toss it over
if you have one.
to Mr. Justin Snap, 1982. Go over, say hello to him. Tell him Tim sent you.
It's actually quieting down a bit now.
Looks like he's streaming a little flight of his own. Says it's a dev stream.
Expect that.
So.
And did you want that?
Yeah, a little car talk reference for you there. Thanks for picking that up. Appreciate that.
Quebec, Roger, proceed to direct mission bay for now, descend and maintain 8,000.
There's JSnap's link. I'll throw the host over to him. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.